Oh, look, the little girls with the yeah, yeah. It's raining. Here they go. Everybody's trying to hide from the rain. Here's the mayor.
All right.
I'm gonna take you later.
Who wants the last one? All right, let's give the community man a hand. I still see more candy here. Maybe someone will give you one later. So we're gonna set up for the next portion, which will be at 12:30. So we're gonna need to clear this area for the next part of the program. Well, let's stay dry. Hopefully the rain lets up.
Getting ready for Brandon over here.
Coming to the Alhambra Lunar New Year Festival. Before we get our program started, I'd like to recognize our sponsor from Kia of Alhambra. Let's welcome Charles.
A little bit of rain. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alhambra Lunar New Year Festival. Kia is honored to be sponsoring this festival for this wonderful community.
I need everybody move this way. Move this way. Let's go.
Step back, please. Thank
you guys.
I need you to move. Okay? Move around the speaker. Let's go. Let's go. Back up, please. Okay. Again, everybody back up, please. Thank you. Let's go. This way. Let's go. Everybody back up. Okay, back up. Let's go. Back up. Move. Move. Back up. Let's go. Back up. Let's start moving. Thank you. Let's go. Keep going.
How far,
Back up. Let's go.
how far back
Come
do
on.
you want us?
Yes. Let's go. Come on.
Which way do you want me to go?
Back up. Everybody back up. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Hey, all right, hey, you can see it. Thank you.
Brandon, my hero.
Back up. Back up.
Right here.
Come through, guys.
Thank you.
Can't go over there, okay? You just gotta stay right here.
So you feel Brenda?
Let's go. Okay, come on.
Let's try to get to the bar. Try to get to the bar.
You guys just... Okay, look at... Okay, you get your head in the right camera. See your back. See your hands. Everybody's going to back. Okay, take your mask. You're going to take out the stage. Okay, everyone else is right there. Are you going to jump in? I got please. Hey, folks, we really got to clear out this area right here. Okay. Miss, I understand you want to be here, but please. Back. You gotta come out. Back up. Let's go. Come on.
Let up the walkway here.
We need to keep it clear. Okay, so call your contacts over there. We need to clean this area. Because I'm over here doing this. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm trying to get you the right job. I don't care you're with LA Times. Let's go. Come on. I'm trying to get
Now they're in the way. Now they're in Right, exactly. Yeah.
Do you have a partner that does LA Times or someone else playing LA Times? No?
Yeah, he's saying you are LA Times guys on the stage.
That's not LA Times.
The guy in the
No,
yellow
he's not. He's not. So come see his press badge. He's not LA Times.
All right.
Ma'am,
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 29th annual Alhambra Lunar New Year Festival. Thank you. My name's John Guerry. I'm honored to be the CEO of
you're
the
not
Chamber
Los
of
Angeles
Commerce.
Times, are you?
And I want to let
Let
you
me
know
see
this
your
festival has been a
badge.
tradition for decades in our community. And today is perhaps the most significant of any gathering we've had before. I'd like to call up our Chamber Board President, Chris Tang Balmaceda, to offer some remarks.
Thank you, John. So as we all know, we've all endured quite a tragedy this past week. And a lot of people asked, should we move forward with this festival? And our answer was yes, because we can draw strength by coming together as a community to honor those lives that are lost and to bring some normalcy back into our lives. Before we begin the festivities, I want to have a moment of silence. We're celebrating the Lunar New Year, but there are 11 families grieving tonight. So for those that were lost, I offer this moment of silence. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the council members that have come from Monterey Park, the city that suffered this tragedy. They're here with us today in the front row. We want to show solidarity and we offer any support we can give. Mayor Sanchez, Mayor Pro Tem Wong, Councilman Henry Lowe, Councilman Vin Go, and Councilwoman Yvonne Yu. Thank you so much for being such strong people in our community. So why is it important we come together today? It's important because things like this shouldn't happen in our communities. You know, we think of these tragedies happening in big cities. When it touches us in our small towns, it really touches us to our core. So we've put together all the safety protocols. We've worked with the city and law enforcement to make sure this is as safe, but perhaps not as dry as we'd like. Even if this celebration isn't what we envisioned a week ago, we're proud of what we're doing this year. We're so happy you came to be with us and grateful for the support of our partners and sponsors. This festival wouldn't be possible without the support of the City of Alhambra. Thank you, City Council. We'd also like to thank our title sponsor, Kia of Alhambra, represented by Charles Ma. Our great culinary stage on First Street was sponsored by Southern California Edison, represented by Carolyn Choi. The wellness tent was sponsored by Wells Fargo, represented by their senior manager, Joseph Chow. And also our sponsor, Central Health, represented by Gary Chua. And finally, Optum, member outreach specialist King Wu. Would all of you come to the stage, please? We're just gonna do a quick photo.
Here we go on three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Get down, please. Get down, please. 1, 2, 3. Last one.
One right here, please. One right here. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for your support. John?
Thanks, Chris. I just want to recognize a few of our other elected officials that are here. We have members of the Alhambra Unified School District School Board. I don't know where you guys ended up. Here they are, right here. Thank you so much for being here. We also have representatives from El Monte School Board, Mountain Gate District. Thank you for being here. And we have a number of folks that are here, so thank all of you for being here. But it's now my pleasure to introduce to you the mayor of Alhambra, joined by our police chief, so Mayor Andrade Stadler and Chief of Police Kelly Frazier. Also with them is our members of our city council. We have Vice Mayor Ross Maza, Councilmember Sasha Renee Perez, Councilmember Catherine Lee, and Councilmember Jeff Maloney.
Thank you, John Bury, who actually helped in making today's day happen. Just look around you. What a wonderful festival this really has become. And it's a festival of healing and a festival of celebration. We will not be afraid to celebrate what is important to our community. And we are here today in great part to our essential workers, starting with Alhambra Police Department, who has made sure that our community is safe. Thank you, Alhambra Police Department. Our partnership with the sheriff would not be a partnership without one of the best sheriffs I've ever seen take the spot. Sheriff Luna. We welcome you here today to not only recognize your bravery, Brandon. You should come up. Brandon, can you come up with the council, please?
Watch out! Try to stay on this side.
All right, I'm right here. Congratulations, Brandon. Bravo!
Brandon, we welcome you here today to not only recognize your bravery, but to say thank you for saving countless lives. Alhambra owes you a debt of gratitude. And when thinking about what I wanted to do, the words of Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman came to mind. She said, "For there is always light if we are only brave enough to see it, if we are only brave enough to be it." Brandon, you fulfill this to a T, and I thank you on behalf of the City Council and on behalf of the residents of Alhambra. For not putting yourself first, but rather putting the community first. Thank you very much. And at this time, our police chief, Frazier, would like to honor you with a beautiful medal of courage. Our Vice Mayor will help me with this certificate. Vice Mayor Maza.
Thank you, and as has been said, we as a community are extremely grateful for Brandon's actions that night. We always talk about instinct, and I think for a lot of us, maybe natural instinct when we see, danger coming is to maybe run from it, hide. In this case, Brandon took a very different approach, which basically saved, countless lives in Alhambra, and has made us all not only very grateful, but very proud. So please join me again with a tremendous round of applause for Brandon as representing us.
we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
There we go. All right.
1, 2, 3. Sit down, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, guys.
Okay, one right here, please. Right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thank you, members of the City Council and Chief Frazier. I also wanted to recognize that we have Brandon's family here with us. So we wanted to thank you. They're members of our community who have a business here that represents so many businesses that are here and call Alhambra home. So thank you for being here with us on this special day. I'd now like to introduce our Congresswoman, Representative Judy Chu.
Kung Chi Fashai, Shinin Kwaila, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year!
I'm Congress Member Judy Chu, and I want to wish you all a wonderful year of the rabbit. We are all still reeling from that horrific action that took place a week ago when a gunman came to my hometown of Monterey Park and killed 11 people and wounded 9 others. I've been spending this weekend meeting with the victims' families, and they've shared with me stories of the incredible lives of their loved ones. They came from Vietnam, they came from Taiwan, they came from China and other places. Some of them lived through war, and then they raised their families, and then they moved to this country. And they reflected that in a kind of new culture that they had to get used to in terms of the language especially, how important this dance studio was to them, because they could let off steam and not worry for those moments and instead dance away. Well, I tell you, the carnage would have been so much worse if it hadn't been for Brandon Tsai. We were so worried about this gunman. You remember those early days when we didn't know who the person was, and we didn't know if he would be of any of our events in the community. But he went to a second dance studio, Lai Lai Studio, and we learned that Brandon Tsai saved the lives of countless individuals by wrestling him to the ground. My heart dropped when I watched the video of Brandon leaping into action to stop the gunman. And when you hear him tell the story, he's so humble about what happened. But one thing is clear. He took action because he wanted to save the lives of the people in that ballroom right down the street from us. I know that had he not done what he did, that the carnage, the killing would have been double what it was in Monterey Park. So I just have to amplify the incredible courage that he displayed at that moment. His story was so amazing that I called Brandon and asked him to be my guest at the President's State of the Union address next week. But guess what? Only an hour after I talked to him, President Biden himself asked him to be his guest at the State of the Union. could you turn me down for the president? Actually, what I want to tell all of you is that it's a huge, tremendous honor to be the president's guest at the State of the Union. All the eyes of the nation will be on that address. And what it means for him to be that guest means that he will be recognizing Brandon Tsai in front of the entire nation. Over the next several weeks and months, we need to heal. We need to come together. It's important that we share the stories that inspire us, that we highlight the amazing lives of the people we lost. We need to share how people came together to provide resources to victims. And we need to tell the entire country that a young man named Brandon Tsai single-handedly disarmed a murderer and saved the lives of so many people. These are the stories that the world needs to hear, because these are the people that truly define us, and they make this community what it is and show that this community is so remarkable. So thank you, Brandon. I too come to honor you. And I would like to present this certificate of congressional recognition to you, Brandon Tsai, for your heroism.
Thank you, Brandon!
Thank you, Congresswoman, and thank you for all you do for our community. I'd next like to introduce and call up our senator for many years, Susan Rubio, to offer a few remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm State Senator Susan Rubio, and it has been the absolute pleasure of my life to represent this beautiful community for years. The diversity, the friendliness, the culture, everything about this community makes it great. So I want to start by thanking the City Council and city employees. As a former council member myself, I know that it took a lot to bring us together and put this great event together. So to staff and city manager and everyone else at council, thank you. Thank you for the space to come and get together and celebrate not only our hero here today, but each other. So thank you for that space. I also want to make sure that I celebrate the hero here today. And we know his name is Brandon. And so I have to say that I am so encouraged these days, and I've been thinking a lot about our youth. I'm currently a teacher and a teacher in the classroom for 17 years, and I can't help but be so very proud of what's happening with our youth. When asked to step up, they have done incredible things. Not only in this incident in Monterey Park and in Alhambra, but also across our state and our nation.